What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Who's That Pokemon Wednesday Reload, whatever you call it. And if you don't know, this is where we pick a number between 1 and 721. And whenever that number lands, we have to make a deck with that Pokemon. So let's click generate and let's see what do we find. We find number 517. So let's go to Cerebi, click on Unova. So 517. I already forgot. Yeah. Yep. 517. All right. So 517. We'll scroll down. And there is Muna. Ooh, Mersharna. Ooh, guys, is there a way to play Mersharna? We're gonna find out today. So let's hold on 1 second. Let me go to collection. Let me pull up this Mersharna on PTCGO. And what do we have with this guy? So let's click Mersharna. Alright, so let's filter it out just a little bit so the repeats don't happen. So click full, just get those out of the way. And looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Munas. Alright, Mersharnas. I mean, Muna evolves in Mersharna, of course. So Mersharna, the Dream of Memory, shuffle 3 cards from your discard pile into your deck. Dream Dance 30, both active Pokemon now asleep. Okay. There's this Mersharna with the 4-1 Fluffy Dream. The Pokemon is now asleep 40. But you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one in your hand, and put the other back on top of your deck. There is the it's the same thing. The definitive Pokemon. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, this one's the draw 3 cards. This Pokemon is asleep, and the definitive Pokemon is now confused. We have Telekinesis attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack damage is affected by weakness or resistance and Dream Waltz. 60 plus. This attack can be used even if this Pokemon is asleep. If this Pokemon is asleep, this attack does 30 more damage. You can hit for 90 that way for a Psychic and DC. Oh, guys, I think I have an idea. I think we are going to use this Mersharna. And what we're going to do is play Mersharna Hypno. Hypno can put both active Pokemon to sleep. You can use Dream Waltz and take a knockout that way. It's kind of like the Snorlax we have now. We're only doing 90 damage. We can play Laser... Burbank, maybe some Silver Brangle, because 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, they come back in your turn, and they get knocked out, so maybe this would be a cool play. Maybe play some Salt Labs, and yeah, that's what we're going to see today. We're going to see Mersharna, Mersharna Hypno being played today, guys, so give me a second, let me build a list, and I'll see about 2 seconds, and we'll see what does the list look like. Alright guys, so here it is. This is the Mersharna Hypno deck I was talking about just a second ago, and I'm really excited to show this deck off. Like I said earlier, this Mersharna does Dream Waltz 60, and this attack can be even used if this Pokemon is asleep. If this Pokemon is asleep, this attack does 30 more damage, which is 90 damage. Now the way we're gonna put ourselves to sleep every single turn is through this Hypno. Hypno has the ability. Good night, babies. Once during your turn before you attack, you may leave both active Pokemon asleep, which is fantastic. Maybe if your opponent flips tails, they can sleep forever as well, and that way you can knock them out, which is great. Now, the way we're going to do even more damage is with Silver Brangle. Silver Brangle does 30 more damage to the active Pokemon EX, so now we're doing 60 plus 30, so 90, plus Silver Brangle, 120, then Burbank Seed Gem to do additional 20 more damage for a poison, and the way we're doing poison is this Hypnotoxic Laser. So we're going to do 150 damage, and if that Pokemon stays asleep, come back in your turn, that Pokemon's going to get knocked out, and this Mersharna, he can maybe live on forever and never get knocked out, which is fantastic. Now, this deck does play 4 of this Muna, which is the Pokemon we are showcasing this week. We're actually using the long distance hypnosis ability, which is really nice. For the early game, once during your turn before you attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. If tails, your active Pokemon is now asleep as well. But you can do this for each Muna. So if you flip at least one heads, you can try again until you at least flip one heads to put the active Pokemon to sleep. Now, I did choose to play this Drowsy with the Sinister suggestion. Whenever your opponent flips a coin during his or her next turn, treat it as tails, which could put your opponent in a bad spot if they're asleep, which is really nice. So 1 Shaman and 1 Keldeo for that rush in and for the setup to draw 6 new cards. Now, 1 Battle Compressor, discard 3 supporter cards out of your deck. 1 Computer Search for consistency. 2 Love Ball search deck for Pokemon 93 or less, which is Drowsy, Hypno, Muna. Mersharna has 100, Keldeo has 170, and Shaman does have 110. Now, we play 1 Special Charge, shuffle 2 Special Energies back into our deck, 1 Super Rod. We could maybe play Karen's and maybe another way to get back energies, but I think Super Rod is fine because you need the energies and maybe like a 1-1 Mersharna line, which is great. 3 Ultra Ball to find your Pokemon. 4 VS Secret to reuse supporter cards. 1 Color, shuffle your hands and deck, then draw number of cards equal to number bench Pokemon. 1 Hex Maniac, and this is going to help us out against Keldeo. When your opponent plays Keldeo, they can just rush into retreat like we are playing on our side. That rushing ability is really, really good. It's like we've seen on the Zork right now with the stand-in. But Hexmania can make it where your opponent cannot rush and retreat, which is fantastic. 2 Lysander, we can maybe bring up that Keldeo, keep it in the active spot as well. Maybe taking a knockout, go back into our turn, which is great. 3 in, 3 Sycamore, 1 teammates to maybe search the 2 cards we need if our opponent's knocked out during the past turn, which is really, really good. 3 very exceeded gem, 2 Flowstone to give that Keldeo free retreat. 3 Silver Bangle to do additional 30 damage, 4 DC, and 6 Psychic Energies. And there, guys, there's the Musharna Hypno deck. Will it work or not? Can we keep our opponent asleep forever and win? That way, it's going to be a lot of coin flips for sure between Hypno, Muna, more Muna. Both Pokemon asleep. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to wake up and who's going to flip to more tails and more heads. But, guys, hope you enjoyed this deck introduction. I'm really excited to play this deck. I love this series. It's so much fun just build these different decks out of nowhere. So what can I build with these these random Pokemon cards? But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see this deck in action. Alright, putting against Emma, 1988, playing a Psychic, Lightning, Water, and a Colors deck, aka Night March. So go ahead, tell us. Alright. So we lost Coin Flip. They'll probably be going first, most likely. So yep, on to our opponent's turn. Imagine it's gonna be Night March. Alright, so we get Muna. We get a Muna. Oh, right. So we could take a knockout this turn. If our opponent starts to Joltik, we can laser and Verbic like we did last week. Alright, so opponent's gonna... Okay, but they get 2 Pokemon down. Never mind, guys, I lied. Alright, so 2... Okay, there's... Oh, Deoxys. Never mind. It's gonna be a TDK deck. Alright, so folks, so going down to the Deoxys, so we're actually playing a Thunderous... Deoxys, Kira, maybe Keldeo, and I'm actually excited. I haven't seen Plasma in such a long time. Hello, Plasma, nice to see you again. Now, these decks do play a lot of switch cards, and they probably Keldeo as well, so it's going to be a rough matchup. But there's an Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard 2 cards from his hand, and what will our put? His name is Emma as well. Alright, so discard the Rainbow Energy and a Laser. Okay, so that's good to discard a Laser. We don't want him playing that. There's a Kyurem coming down. Alright, so that Kyurem is our enemy this game. So Kyurem coming down, a Shaman coming down. I'm going to set it for 5 new cards. Hopefully, our opponent fills their bench so they cannot put down a Keldeo EX. Alright. Now, there's a color screen. Go to search deck for Plasma Energy, attach it to one of their past Pokemon, and they'll attach it to that Kyurem, which is what they want to do almost every turn. So not Silver Bangle, a Trainer Smell, looking for it in. Okay, but our hand's so good. Don't in us. Please don't in this opponent. A Thunderous coming down. Okay. And scoop up Cyclone, picking up the Shaman. Fantastic. Alright, so, and both players are going to shuffle their hands back into the deck and get 6 new cards. And hopefully have another good hand. Alright, there's an Ultra Ball, Musharna. We'll have to maybe get a Shaman out. There's a Trainer's Mill. Go look at top cards of their deck. Go to grab a Flowstone, okay? And like I said, I wonder how many switches they play. They probably play a bunch of the Flowstone kind of Deoxys, Trainer's Mill. They either play Keldeo and Flowstone or a bunch of switch. That's what usually these Pokemon do, or what these decks do, because, you know, Kyurem Blizzard Burn does 120, and this Pokemon can attack during your next turn, so you need a way to get around that, maybe with, like, Keldeo, like I said, Escape Rope, Switch, a lot of different options, and this deck probably does play them, so, not Plasma Ball for another Deoxys, okay? Alright, so Deoxys coming down, and to see a pass onto Archer. Alright, so we get a VS Seeker. I'm going to put down the Perfect City Gem. Well, Ultra Ball. Discard Psychic. And the Musharna. I'm going to keep the the VS Seeker just in case we hit a Battle Crester. We'll grab Shaman, so I'm glad Shaman's not prized. Okay, so we have 4 lasers, so grab Shaman. Put down the Muna. We're going to actually put a DC on this bench Muna, just in case our opponent does take a knock on the active Muna. We'll Shaman set it for 5 new cards and see what can we get with good old Shaman EX. And we get it in, we get a Hypno. We'll play Verbic City Jump, try to put that Deoxys to sleep, which is great. Heads, he does go to sleep, and they'll play it in, give us both a new hand of 6. We could have maybe Ultra Ball for a Keldeo, maybe a Drowsy. Okay, alright, this hand is, it's pretty, I mean, it's still pretty good. We can Coerce next turn, put a Psychic into this guy, and take a knockout action on this guy. So we'll press done, and does that Deoxys go to sleep or not? Does it wake up or not? And it does not wake up. Alright, so it's up to my opponent to find a way to retreat this Deoxys out of the active spot. Like I said, Switch, Escape Rope, maybe AZ. They did play Scoop Up Cyclone, and there's another Kyurem coming down the field, which is fantastic, which means they cannot put down a Keldeo in that spot. So let's see a Prism Energy coming down to that Kyurem, which means it takes any energies. Oh, it counts as energies, and my opponent will just pass, which is fantastic. On to our turn, we get a VS Seeker, so we're going to DC this guy. Oh no, not DC. We're going to Psychic Energy. Oh, wait, hold on. Do we set up 2 Munas before we take a knockout this turn? Yeah, we're going to DC this guy. play a course, get a new hand up. Yeah, I think we want to set up two Masharnas before we start attacking. There's a Pokemon Similarity, a Drowsy. Okay, so we'll put down Drowsy. We will battle Compressor. Yeah, we'll Compressor. And with this, we'll just discard a Lysander and a Juniper. Discard those three, put out a discard pile. And yeah, we're just going to pass on to my opponent's turn. That Deoxys is going to take 30 more damage. It doesn't stay asleep or not again. It tells it does not wake up. Oh my goodness, that is terrible for my opponent. Oh man, the sleep flips are real. He's flipped 3 tails in a row. Another energy coming down to the other Kyurem. And there's an AZ. Go pick up that Deoxys, put it back into their hand, and most likely going to send up this Kyurem. But next turn we can take a knockout if he does decide to be aggressive and do that 60 damage. Alright guys. And there's the Deoxys come down, okay. Doesn't want to have a Lysander. There's a Frost Spear for 6 damage, knocking out this Muna, and he's going to knock out do 30 damage to Muna as well. Alright, but we can take a knockout this turn if we get a laser and everything else. So we'll send up Muna. Alright, and on to our turn. We will teammates grab a Masharna. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hold on. Do we prize all of our Masharnas? I think there's one in the discard pile. So we prize a ton of Masharnas is what I'm getting at right now. Alright, so we're going to have an Ultra Ball and a Laser. Okay, so I have to grab those two. We will Super Rod. Okay, so there's one Masharna. So we'll put these 3 back into our deck. Okay, we did discard. Okay, we only have one Masharna in our deck. Oh my goodness. We're going to Ultra Ball. Discard Silver Bangle. And a DCE. I'll have to discard these 2. Grab a Masharna. Alright, I was so scared. I thought we priced all of Marsharnas, but we still priced 3. Put a Masharna in the active spot. We'll put down the Hypno. Play the Verbic CD Gem. Psychic. Okay, so Psychic Energy. Laser. Goodnight Babies. Do we take. Wait, okay, Teds. It doesn't matter. Well, Goodnight Babies. Put both to sleep. And we'll take a knockout this turn. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there we go, guys. So we'll take a knockout with the Dream Waltz. But can opponent counterattack or not? Alright, so 90 damage plus poison is enough to knock out that Kyurem. Alright, heads. We wake up. Heads, it does wake up, but it does. Oh, actually, it has 10 HP left. I forgot Kyurem has. Oh my goodness, that 130 HP. I forgot about that, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, so opponent's turn. Gonna put a energy on that Deoxys, a Plasma Energy, which is great attachment for the turn. There's a Lysander. Gonna bring up the Hypno and 3, 4, 5, 6. They're actually not gonna take a knockout unless they play Laser. Nope. Just gonna use that Frost Spear, and now we have to find another Drowsy, so 30 and 30. Alright, but that Kyurem will get knocked out. Alright, so go down to 5 prize cards, and what do we find here? There's an inn, okay. My opponent's going to take a prize card, going down to 4, and who do they decide to send up is the big question right now. Going to send that Kyurem. Alright, so on our turn, they actually don't take a prize card, that's my fault. So we'll put a Psychic Energy to this guy. We'll via Seeker or a Sycamore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're gonna grab Colors. We're gonna get 8 cards instead. I wish they would have taken a knockout. That would have been fantastic. But we'll play Colors. Gonna get a new hand of 8. Can we find a Floatstone? Okay, so Floatstone. Put it on this guy. We will retreat into the Masharna. We'll play the Hypnotoxic Laser. All right, and heads. We'll go for Goodnight Babies. I know we're not taking a knockout, but. Okay, so 3. He can maybe take a knockout next turn, which is very scary. So we'll go for the Dream Waltz, okay, doing 120 damage. I forgot, he hits 130 HP, so 90 plus a 30, bring it up to 120. And heads, we wake up, and tells he does not wake up, which is fantastic. So under our opponent's turn, he's going to draw a card, and he is not going to be very happy. That Kyurem is going to go down, and man, we might have to, okay, another Plasma Ball, probably going to get a Thunderous. Okay, I thought he was going to get another Kyurem. And things are looking fantastic for us. I was a little bit scared, but that Kyurem is going to go down. There's another energy going to Deoxys. Course going to show up for the hands deck and get 8 cards. And do they find a switch or not, an escape rope or anything to get this Kyurem out of the act spot? Oh my goodness. Okay, nope, just a pass. All right, so we're going to take a prize card going down to 4, and now we have all this Kyurems out of the field, which is, like, Kyurem is so scary. That spread damage is really real. All right, so here comes Thunderous onto our turn. We get a computer search. So I'm a computer search. Ooh, man. What we could do is Lysander, bring up the Deoxys. Goodnight Babies, take a knockout. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to cheat the system. Lysander, bring up this guy. Goodnight Babies. Okay, so Goodnight Babies put both to sleep. We will put a Psychic Energy on the Shaman. And we will take a 679. We're going to put a Silver Ring on this guy. And we'll take a knockout, doing 180 damage because he is weak to that psychic. Alright, there we go, guys. 180 damage coming down. And we'll go down to 2 prize cards. Oh my goodness. So 1 and 2. We get a VS Seeker and a Mashana. So next turn, we can win automatically. We got a Mashana out. Alright, so that's great. Oh, man, so our last 3 prize cards are all Mashanas. That is very scary. Alright, so Thunders comes up. Does opponent have a way to take a knockout? Does he have a way to end us and take a knockout? Right now, that Radiant Knuckle is going to do 3, 4, 5, which is not enough. He has to find a Hypnotoxic Laser, and even then, that's not enough for the knockout. If he puts to sleep, well, it doesn't matter. Dream Waltz still does an attack, which is a fantastic. So, let's see, what does my opponent have? Their special charge, going to shuffle 2 special energies from this group out back into the deck, and probably some Rainbow Energies, most likely. They have 2 Prism Energies, okay. My opponent has an AZ. What? They have an AZ and they did not find a VS Seeker? Alright, so, and we're going down 2. Okay, alright, so we get 2 cards. But like I said, he's not going to take a knockout this turn. There's a Psychic and a Special Charge, okay. There's a Tool Scrapper. Get rid of our Flowstone and a Silver Bangle. Woo, that's really good. Alright, so he's going to hit us for 50. Unless he has a laser. Alright, if he has a laser, it takes a knockout. I don't know what method I was talking about earlier. Yeah, laser knocks us out. So Ultra discards a Shaman, and discards the N and Plasma Energy. Probably gonna grab a Shaman. There's Shaman X gonna come down. And can my opponent find? Oh man, does he find a laser or not? So Shaman gonna set up. He has not played. Oh, he's played 1 laser so far. So 1 laser hasn't played. Does he find a second one or not? Is the big question. Nope. Just a Radiant Knuckle for 50 damage. All right. So we can use the Goodnight Babies. Put both Pokemon back to sleep. We can hit for 90. And, man, if we try to get a VS Seeker, we win right now. So in our turn, give me a VS Seeker and a Verbeek City Gem. Okay, so we'll put a Psychic Energy to the Shaman. We're going to go for the Goodnight Babies. Put both Pokemon to sleep. And we'll go for the Dream Waltz to hit for 90 damage. And does this Thunders wake up or not? So 90 damage. Tells Tans that Thunders does wake up and owns my opponent's turn. They can take a knockout. Oh, man, things are getting spicy right now. Okay, alright, man, but luckily they haven't knocked out. We saw that one Mashana. Like, this one Mashana has gone the distance. He's taken 4 prize cards. So, Cold Machine going to Cold Machines out of the deck. And, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what's going to be left in the game. It's going to be these Thunders and the Deoxys. Now, the Deoxys can hit for weakness, which is scary. But as soon as he does that, we hit for weakness as well. So, Prism is going to the Thunders. And doesn't want to leave this Thunders in the axe spot. If he does, we can knock it out next turn if we get lucky, which, I mean, all we need is a VS Seeker, which we've only played 1 of, some Junipers, and nope, we're going to see retreat into the Thunders. Alright, so we're going to see a knockout this turn, but what we're going to do the following turn is Sky Turn. Probably we have to send the Hypno. You have to send the Hypno, and just hope our opponent does not have a VS Seeker. They have yet to play a single VS Seeker, so I need to go down to Thunders, okay? Putting on 4 prize cards, and let's send that Shaman. And what's going to happen, guys? What we find, give me a good top deck Pokemon, and we get a Juniper, which is amazing. Alright, so that's a good top deck right there. So we're going to special charge, shuffle 2 DCs back into our deck. There we go, 1 and 2. We'll play Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. We get a Drowsy, which is fantastic. Let's put on Drowsy. We'll play the Love Ball. And with the Love Ball, we'll grab a Muna. We do have that 1 Mashana left just chilling in the deck. Alright, so grab Muna. Put that down as well. Put a Psychic Energy on the Muna. And we'll go Sky Turn for 30 damage. Sit of that Drowsy. Alright, so 30 damage. Sit of the Drowsy. Alright, guys. So he has 140 HP left. If we find a Silver Bangle and a Laser, we could potentially take a knockout next turn. Now we have... Looks like we might have 1 of each of those in there, which is great. If he takes a knockout this turn, we can just, like, teammates for, no, we actually can't teammates. So that's a Sycamore. Discard our hand, draw 70 cards. Just energy, go into the active, and there's a VS Seeker for 8 in. Alright, so he could have went for a Light Center, but he's going to opt not to this turn. So in, both of us get a new hand. He gets 4. We get 2, which I'm actually A-okay with this. Alright, so let's see what 2 cards do we get. There's a Hypno and a Psychic Energy. Those 2 cards we do not want to see. But he's not going to take a knockout just yet. I mean, now he is. Okay, nope, Radiant Knuckle for just 50 damage. Alright. So into our turn. We'll probably just use, like, Hypno, put both Pokemon to sleep, trying to make the Thunder stuck in the Axe spot, touch Psychic Energy to Muna, and just in case he does play the in. So on our turn, we get a Shaman. Alright, that's fantastic. So put down a Hypno. We'll put a Psychic Energy, and we will Shaman, set it for 6 new cards, guys. And what can we find with this Shaman? Come on, Shaman, don't let me down, buddy. VS Seeker, DC, Computer Searcher. Alright, so we get a Laser. Oh, man, that's so many VS Seekers in our hand. Heads that Thunders does go to sleep. We'll Computer Search, discard 1 and 2. And let's see what's left in our deck. We could grab Mashana, maybe. Try to guarantee an attack off. We have 1 Floatstone. Okay, so I think we're still gonna go. Oh man, I think we're gonna go with Shield the Shark. No, we're gonna grab Floatstone. We have one Ultra Ball. Still not like the odds. Okay, I think we're gonna grab. I think we'll grab Keldeo here. I think Keldeo seems kind of weird, but we can be a secret for a course, get a new hand, and maybe draw to the cards we need. We have everything in our deck. We just gotta hit it. So we'll grab Keldeo, put that down, and we'll be a secret for course, get a 9 cards, which I think is the best way to play this out right now. So of course, gonna get 9 new cards. Can we find a Silver Bangle? Okay, Silver Bangle, Floatstone, and a Macharnus. So we'll put the Floatstone on this guy. We will retreat into the moon, send the moon up, evolve into Macharna. We'll put a Silver Ring on the active, and we'll take a knockout, doing 150 damage exactly. I mean, he has 140 left, so there we go. Oh, we got Goodnight Babies. I almost forgot Goodnight Babies. So Goodnight Babies, put the Macharna sleep, put the Thunder sleep, and we will use that Dream Waltz for the knockout, guys. And there we go. Macharna taking a win against this TDK deck. I can't believe my opponent hasn't played a bunch of Switch. Like I thought they would. You know, they used double Macharna to come in our hand. We priced 3 Macharnas, and we still took down my opponent with just fan attacks. And there's Victory Streak coming up. At first, I thought they were playing Night March. I was like, oh man, Night March, I do not want to play against this. But we took down the TDK deck. And guys, I'm so excited. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this Macharna deck. You can see how, man, it's just so fun to build these cool decks. That's why I love this Who's That Pokemon Roulette Wednesday, whatever you call it. But guys, hope you have a great Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.